In this video, I will give you a brief introduction to JavaScript and how to work with JavaScript. So JavaScript is a programming language which can be used for many tasks. One of the main things JavaScript is used is to make a website interactive. We are not going to use a lot of JavaScript in our website. I'm just going to introduce you to writing JavaScript. If you want to just test how to write JavaScript, then you can use the console in the browser. So to open the console, just right click anywhere on your web page and click on inspect, and you'll get this developer tools. Just go to the console tab, and here you can test out your JavaScript, or else you can also use shortcuts like Ctrl+Shift+I for Windows, and it opens up the console for us. So let's go ahead and type some JavaScript. So first of all, we'll print something on the console. So we'll type console.log and we'll type hello, and we can see hello is displayed over here. And if you want to display an alert on the browser, you can just type alert hello, and if I press enter, we can see we get an alert and it says hello. You can also create variables using JavaScript. So to create a variable, you can use the keyword let and then type the name of the variable, for example name, and we'll type John. And now if you type console.log name, we must have a semicolon over here, so we can see John Doe is displayed over here. In the same way, if you have a constant, you can type const and type a value over here. We'll type 3.14, and if you console.log, we get the value over here. Now let's clear this console. You can also create functions in JavaScript. So if you type function and the name of the function, we will type say hello, and here we will type console.log hello from function, and we have created this function. Now we can call the function by just typing say hello, and we get hello from function over here. Now the next thing you can do with JavaScript is access the DOM elements, or the document object model elements, which are the different elements that we see on our website. So let's go ahead and access this h1 over here. To access an element, you can type document.querySelector and then the element name. So we have the h1 tag, so we'll type h1, and we can see the h1 is selected right now. So if I press enter, we get this h1 over here. Now there are other ways as well to access the DOM elements. So let's go ahead and change this text to something else. So we'll type document.querySelector h1, and we'll type inner HTML, and we'll change this to hi, this is the updated text. And now if I press enter, we can see the text has changed and it says this is the updated text. Now let me show you one last thing in JavaScript, that is how to add event listeners. So just clear this. So event listeners are used whenever we want to perform some task, when we click something or we scroll or any type of event occurs. We will add an event listener to this h1. So first of all, we'll create a constant and we'll name it heading, and we'll type document.querySelector and we'll type h1. Now our h1 is stored in this heading constant. Now to add the event listener, we have to type the name of the element dot add event listener, and in parentheses you have to type the name of the event and then a function which will be called when the click occurs. So whenever we click on this h1, we want to display an alert, so we'll type alert hello, and we'll close this curly braces and this parenthesis. Now we have created the event listener of click for this h1. Now if we click on this h1, we can see we get this alert, and if we click somewhere else, we don't get the alert. If we click on this h1, we get the alert. So this is how you create event listeners in JavaScript. So this is just the basics of JavaScript. There's a lot to learn in JavaScript, but in this course we are not gonna use a lot of JavaScript, so you can just follow along with the video. So that's basically it for this video. See you in the next one.